Hi everyone, and I'll be reading Neuvillette Listener by me. So let's get into it. The serial disappearances case was the conversation in Fontaine right now. A lot of people had found out about the things that happened in the trial, and the fact that people could dissolve. It was a little bit too much to take in at once, even to the point where the Archon, Farina, was surprised. You had no idea what to do with all of this. You were honestly tired. Not to mention that this case had already plagued you and made you a little bit more wary. So this new development was not anything that you liked, and in fact only made you a little bit more worried. Well, quite a little bit. Maybe even too much. However, you and Neuvillette, you were partners, and you trusted him to take care of you. But even without that, you did not want to bother him, really. You just trusted that no one would dare cross the line and mess with the chief Udix, and by extension, you as well, as you were his partner, and anyone trying to hurt you would definitely be on Neuvillette's bad side as well, which is why you never particularly thought that you would be in this situation. And now, you just hoped you knew a little bit about self-defense that would help you in this current time, as you were taken by two men and dragged into a shady alley. You struggled, telling them to let you go, threatening them, telling them that Neuvillette will find out eventually, that you will make them pay, but nobody listened, and you felt like that maybe those few minutes could be the last minutes that you live out. How horrible would that be? You truly couldn't believe it. Your fragile life, a short, small one, that would come to an end too soon. And Neuvillette. Oh, how you hoped he could be here and help you, but you truly don't blame him. You know that there is a lot that he's working on, a lot that he's bound to. Duty bound as always. He was also not going to be able to do anything about something he doesn't know. So even if he doesn't find you, you would never put the blame on him. But you only have hope. You do. You were taken to a basement of sorts. You had tried your best to investigate, to know a little bit more about all of this. But no matter how many clues you knew, nothing truly helped when you were tied up, and there was nothing you could do with the knowledge that you had. And it was only 5 days later that you were taken to what he called the experimentation room. You don't know what that means. Honestly, what could be this about? You had no idea, and why you were even a target at all. It was terrifying, and you felt like you had no time left. There would be no goodbyes, no one, and your last words will forever be mysterious to Neuvillette. However, as you were taken to the pool of the primordial seawater, you had only prayed that he would be able to come in time, or at least not feel guilty for not doing so. You know that your love for him will last, whether you do or not. And so, as you were thrown in, the last thought in your mind was him. And you thought that would be it. The world would go dark, and you wouldn't see a single thing. Except the water did not accept you. No. And out of nowhere, Neuvillette had actually come in the room. Instead of the water dissolving you, it was like there was a layer of void between you two. You were in the water, and yet you couldn't feel it on your skin. You could feel the coolness of it, and yet it didn't feel like water at all. Like there was a seal between you two. Something preventing you from sinking in. Neuvillette? Neuvillette? You're here. You say, shocked and relieved and so many things all at once. And Neuvillette's face was one to see and to remember. It was truly full of so many emotions that you never thought you would witness on that face of his. Anger, rage, and fear. All of those. There were two passed out bodies beside him. No extensive injuries from what you could see, but it didn't matter because soon enough, the water had gotten you to him, and he had taken you in his arms, holding you and looking you over, his hands trembling in a way you've never seen. Are you okay? Please tell me you're alright, Lion. I tried my best to prevent it from dissolving you. I had felt your presence from your tears, and I tried to find out where you were. It was the only way, the only hope that I had of finding you again. Oh, Neuvillette, you truly just wanted to. You shake your head, tearing up, and wrapping your arms around him tightly. I love you. I love you so much. I know how intense it can be for you to go to the fountain, and yet you had done so, even though you told me you never like it. I know, but you come first to me, Lion. You're important to me. Of course, you'd be more important than that too. I'm just glad that you're okay, that you're alive. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not getting to you soon enough. I'm sorry for not being able to save you sooner. And I'm sorry you had to see all of this. It's alright, Neuvillette. It is. I promise it is alright. You saved her tears. And he can't cry. He cannot. But when he takes you to the surface, you can see the rain. Despite him being relieved and happy that you're back, there is still pain in his heart. The fact that you had to endure it all, the fact that you had to see all of this, to go through this, it was something he wished to prevent, and yet he was unable to. However, as is with after rain, there is also sunshine, and there is the dew in the morning sun. There will always be light after darkness, and so there is bound to be joy after the rain, as is with everything else.